Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday evening, and Psychic Bob's had a busy day. I've been at the office all day doing readings, and then I had other stuff I do. So it's been a little hectic of a day here, but I want to come and let you guys know I haven't forgotten you, and we're going to have messages from the spirit world. But before we get into that, I got to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had horoscopes. That's right. We covered all 12 zodiac signs of the horoscope. I give transits throughout the week. If you didn't get your horoscope yesterday, definitely check out the video. It's in the queue right before this one. Well, I am just so glad that you guys are here, and it's time for messages from the spirit world. Now, for those of you who are new here, let me tell you how this works. Every Tuesday, I gather a bunch of letters as spirit leads, and I answer questions and do little mini psychic readings. You know, I am a full-time professional medium. A lot of people here are new here, don't know that maybe. But yeah, I have a full-time practice as a psychic. I do readings all day long, every day. I have an office, and so today I've been at the office doing private readings. Now, for my private readings, I do charge, but that's a full hour long. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, call my office, 571-483-2112. I have the link below this box in the info box, or you can write to me, readings@robert-hickman.com, and we'll get you on the schedule. So I'd love to sit down and have a private session with you. You know, in a private reading, it's you and me one-on-one for a full hour. We cover everything: past issues, present issues, future issues, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your soul journey, your life mission, all of that, and I answer all of your questions. So for those of you who've had a session with me, you can tell people, you know, you get a lot for the money. So anyway, speaking of money, though, this today, Messages from the Spirit World, is free. I do not charge for that. A lot of people write and say, how much does it cost? Does it cost to get on Messages from the Spirit World? Absolutely free, zero. Okay, this is kind of my community service to the YouTube community. So, you know, now I do have to say, you know, because I do get hundreds of letters a week, I can't always personally answer everybody and write back. So I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm just getting a little overwhelmed, and I appreciate your understanding. But you know, I always say listen to everybody's letter, because spirit, you never know when it'll work through somebody else's letter to bring you a message. So, all right, so listen up. Well, we're going to get into the letters, but before we do that, let's just take a moment and attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to you. All right, our first letter today is from Eugene Valitsky. And Eugene writes and says, Dear Psychic Bob, I keep seeing you as a Catholic priest or monk or bishop. I love the vision. I know it sounds crazy, but I keep seeing it. Maybe it's a past life. Eugene, this is really great. I loved your letter, because I have to tell you, you're not the first person to say that to me. I actually went to have a past life reading a few years ago with an artist. And when we sat down, she started drawing me. And she said, oh my God, you're in a monk's robe. And she was drawing it. And actually, what we discovered during that reading was that I was a member back in the Middle Ages of the Rosicrucian order. And in the old days, the Rosicrucians used to wear a habit, like a monk's robe. So I actually wasn't a Catholic monk. I was a Rosicrucian brother. And if you don't know about the Rosicrucians, you can look them up. They're an old fraternity. And I love the Rosicrucians. So I was a Rosicrucian back in the Middle Ages. And I think you are tapping into one of my past lives. So I just saw your letter and I had to laugh. I said, oh my God, this is the second or third time I've heard this. Because that psychic saw it. One other person said that, and then you've said it. So yeah, actually it's the third time. So guess what? Bingo, you are on. You got it. Good job. So yeah, Rosicrucian, Middle Ages. And I did wear like a monk's robe. And I had a cross with the rose on it, the gold rose cross. So yeah, that's the past. Good question. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Shadowlander. Hello, Shadowlander. He's been a regular, been coming out to our Sunday show, The Witching Hour. Shadowlander writes, says, hey, Bob, I'm wondering if I will be able to get acoustic guitar lessons started soon. Love you. May the sounds of the universe guide you. Hi, Shadowlander. Yes, actually, it's interesting. When I step into your vibration, I'm getting a lot of orange and golden light around you. Golden light means you're drawing people to you. I feel like you're going to have a real good connection with the teacher starting soon. And I do see money, prosperity around you as well for more money to do that. I want to watch here around June. It looks as we get into June, that's going to really manifest strongly. And you definitely have a lot of artist energy around you, so you'll do really well with that, okay? So thank you. May the sounds of the universe guide you. All right, watch June. Thank you so much. All right. By the way, I should also add that I feel that this is going to be somebody local. I don't feel you're going to have to travel like 30 miles for them. I feel like it's literally like in your local town. So definitely look locally first. That's where I see it, okay? I actually get two people. I think it's a husband and a wife, and they have a music school. And I think actually both of them will teach you, the husband and also the wife. So it'll be really good for you, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Sophia. Hello, Sophia. Good to see you, dear. Sophia writes this, Hi, Psychic Bob. Do you see my boyfriend's family property selling soon? Are there any blocks preventing it from being sold? They've had the property 20 plus years now, and now the family are facing financial challenges. I feel really bad for them. Thank you for all that you do. Hi, Sophia. Hon, it's interesting. I have to tell you, there is a little bit of a block on that being sold. What it is the family members that own the property, I feel, are divided in their unity to sell it. I feel that there's one person, maybe a female, I'm thinking. I keep getting a woman that's connected to this that is literally saying, well, I don't know if I want to let it go. I don't know if I want to let it go. And interestingly, when somebody puts up a mental block like that, it can actually manifest in an outer world material block. So I think the first thing is that the family has to get in unity and really face that this property does need to be sold. I do pick up around them financial struggles. I do feel the property will sell, and I actually think they'll get a nice profit on it. But it's going to take a unified consciousness of all the family, including your boyfriend, has to be willing to let that go. I feel like there's somebody saying, oh, well, let's not do this. It's been in the family. Let's hold on to it. But I really feel like in terms of energy, it's kind of come to closure. Like if that property is ready to move on. And it's funny because land and houses and property have a consciousness around them. And I feel like the land itself, the property, is ready to kind of go. And it wants to be released. And if the family will come of like mind and release it, they'll make a transition. I keep being shown around end of June, beginning of July. So I feel it's going to go on for another month or two. But around that time is where I feel there will be a buyer. Interesting, I keep getting something, it feels like it might even be a commercial connection, like somebody buying it to put like like either houses, like townhouses on it, or even a warehouse, or some type of commercial structure. And I feel like that's where the money will come from. So tell them to be open to commercial investors, okay? But I see end of June going into July is the time when it looks like that will be the strongest time for manifestation, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from California Dreamer. Hello, California Dreamer. I love that name. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Mamas and Papas. Flashback, 1965. All right. They write, said, I'm wondering if you have any spirit messages for me. I've endured much drama and heartache over the years. Also, who are my spirit guides? I've been receiving the name Paul when I ask. Hey, California Dreamer. Listen, first of all, I got to tell you, in terms of that spirit guide, Paul, yes, I'm getting that as well. That is somebody who's around you in spirit. I also get a second name around this. I want to call it, it sounds like a scene in Carolyn. Carolyn is the name. So there's a Paul and there's a Carolyn. I don't think they're connected, like they're not husband and wife. separate guide named Carolyn. It's interesting because she's dressed in Victorian clothing, and she says, I hear her saying, she says, I'm quite the lady. She's a little bit of a poshy, an upper class lady, but she's helping you. And I keep hearing her say, she said, we're getting that career on track. Looks like there's some career transition coming for you. I want you to watch end of May going into June. This looks like a powerful time for transition, and Carolyn is helping you. Paul is also speaking. I get the name Paul. Yes, that is accurate. He said, yes, I've been talking to them, and he wants you to know that he is around you and just kind of connecting with you, trying to help you open your psychic senses. So definitely what I want you to do every day, sit down and just talk and say, Paul, help me. Carolyn, help me. And tell them, say, I'm looking on, some job changes. I need the guidance that I'll make the wrong move. And I'm telling you, they're going to be with you. And I see more money coming for you. I think you're coming out of a time of struggle. Fletcher keeps saying you're starting a new 3-year energy cycle. And this next 3 years for you is much more about prosperity and peace. So I don't see the drama and the challenge. I think you've set that aside. You've moved out of that energy sphere, and now you're ready for some great blessings. But Paul and Carolyn are working with you. Okay. Blessings to you, dear. Thanks for writing. Next letter, Kathy, private. Hello, Kathy. Kathy says, please ask the spirit world if there is any message for me from my mother. Hi, Kathy. I have to tell you, hon, when I'm stepping into your energy, I do pick up some presences around you. One actually is an angel. I keep getting Archangel Raphael here around you. And Raphael said that he's a guide to bring healing to your emotions. It looks like your death of your mother was really hard on you, and you're still healing from that. He says to tell you, he said, yes, she's here as well. She's here. Hold on. Let me see if I can get your mom in. Fletcher, can you help me with this? Bring her closer. Yeah, I am getting your mom here. And she says to tell you, she said, tell my daughter I'm with her. She said that she's been with you literally almost every day since she's crossed. She keeps showing me the month of June. I believe this was the time of her passing. And she said, I never left her side. And she said, now it's a year. So I feel like June is the time here around this that's connected to her. And she says, not to worry. She says, I'm fine. And she keeps telling me, she said, I feel bad that I left as soon as I did. I get the sense that she did pass before what most people would say was her time. I don't think she was really that advanced in age. But even if she was older, I don't pick that up. I pick her up as having a lot of life force in her. But she said it's just like slipped away from me. Life slipped away. So I feel like energetically she went down pretty quickly here. They keep showing me issues around her connected to the chest area. I almost felt like there was swelling in the lymph glands as well. So there may have been an issue around breast cancer here, and also blockage of circulation in the chest, possibly even congestive heart failure. But she says to tell you, she says, I'm out of the body. I don't feel any of that. And she said, I've been with her. I keep her saying, I've been with her every day. And she said, I've been trying to talk to her. And she said that she does come in dreams. But she says, I don't know that she's getting it quite clearly. She says to tell you, please know she's all right. She said she's like, she said, most of all, tell her that I love her. I get the sense that when she was alive, she was not able to maybe say that or express it in the way she wanted to. And she's trying to reach across now and said that she loves you. So she's here and she's with you. And she said, everything's fine. My body is restored. Because she shows me kind of at the end, things were really going down fast. Like all the organs were failing. There was just a lot of problems. And she's not in that anymore. But she said that she's been with you every day. And she also says that the other night, she said two nights ago, that she said she was literally in the bedroom. She said, I was sitting on the bed talking to her. You may have actually been asleep. I feel like you may have woken up, felt like somebody was in the room, or thought you heard a voice. But anyway, she was there. And she said she's done it a few times, but she says 2 nights ago I was there again. So she's been with you. She's in the light. She's doing fine, okay? So anyways, I hope that gives you some help. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right. Well, guys, we come to the part of our show where we're going to do some spirit shout-outs. That's right. Spirit shout-outs are part of messages from the spirit world where sometimes I'll just pick up a letter or something or just see a name on my channel. Not even necessarily people that write, but something comes through. Spirit draws me to them and says, you have to deliver a message. So I've got a few spirit shout-outs here, so bear with me, okay? My first spirit shout-out goes to Loving Life. Hi, Loving Life. I get a message here from my spirit guide, Rose. And Rose asked me to tell you, she said that she did visit recently with you on the astral plane. She said, we met on the astral plane. So she wants you to know she's with you, she's around you, and that message came from her. Okay? All right. Our next spirit shout out is Carolyn Kersey. And Carol, I have a message for you as well. I had a spirit, it was actually St. Francis of Assisi came to me. I was inquiring, you'd asked a while back about a cat issue. And St. Francis said to me, said, tell Carolyn that her cat, Anna, is a Taurus. Okay, and it looks like that they were born around April 25th, I believe. So they are a Taurus, and St. Francis of Assisi is guiding and protecting your pet and wants you to know that. Okay, your cat's a Taurus. All right, thanks for writing. Thanks for being here. All right, I have another spirit shout out. This one is for Lady Angela. How'd she slip in here? Lady Angela, I have to tell you, the day I woke up, I had a man speaking in my ear, and it was your guide, Jack. And Jack said, she said, well, just tell her that I'm sending her a hello from the spirit world. And I said, Jack, why don't you tell her directly? Why are you waking me up? He said, because it's fun to do it. And Jack's being a little bit of a rebel rouser right now. And he said he's playing some practical jokes on you. I get the sense, I'm going to tell you, watch your car keys and your sunglasses, because he's like moving stuff around. And so that's Jack. And when something disappears, you say, Jack, put it back. Okay. But he asked me to tell you, he says hello from the spirit world. And he specifically woke me up to tell you. All right. My next spirit shout out is for Amy Diana from Scotland. Hello, Amy. Amy, I've been picking up a voice here today. It's been talking to me, and I'm asking who this is. I thought I recognized, and it is who I thought. Helen Duncan has been talking to me. I've been hearing her in the ethers today. And she asked me to, she said, please tell Amy Diana that I'm with her. And she said, she was talking to me, she said, I'm closer to her than you are, so I'm going to put on the kettle for her. So Amy Diana, Helen Duncan, she was a Scottish medium back in the 1940s, World War II. She said she's putting on the kettle for you, and she's going to be with you now. And she said that, she's asked me to, she said, when I was a young lass, I'm quoting her words that I wrote down there. She says, when I was a young lass, she said, I went through some real heartbreaks. And she says, just keep focusing on your gifts. She said, the Spirit is hearing you and is with you. And she said, in your future, you will help many. She says, please don't give up. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on your connection with the spirit world. You are meant to bless many. Okay, so that's to you from Helen Duncan. And I had to give, I was very excited to hear from her. She's amazing. But she's around you now, and she's going to be helping you with your psychic ability. So if you don't know who she is, look her up. She's from Scotland. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, I tell you, I don't know where the day goes. This is one of those days where Psychic Bob is busy. But I wouldn't miss messages from the spirit world. I try never to miss this. But we got in a little late today, but better late than never. You guys are best. I love you. Thank you for being here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming for you. I love you guys. And we'll be back here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. I don't know what we're doing yet, but it'll be fun and mystical. So make sure to be here. Tune back in. We'll see you then. Well, guys, listen, I hope that wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. Listen, keep reaching for the stars. Keep love in your heart. Keep talking to the world of spirit, because it's all around us. We really live in between two worlds, this world and the spirit world. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, may you always blessed